I'm Kylie Brice and welcome to My Creative Heart. In this episode I chat with singer-songwriter Kathy Pike. Kathy is the event organiser for Music on Flinders, which has a very special place in my heart. I've been asked to perform again, so I better get going.
I thought my life was wonderful. Was it just
lonely when I'm singing on Flinders Street? I don't actually feel lonely at all. I feel I've got lots of company.
Thank you for having me at Music on Flinders again, Kathy, and for taking some time to have a chat with me.
My absolute pleasure, Kylie.
Now, you're a singer and a songwriter and an events coordinator. So what does creativity mean to you?
Well, to me it's like the air I breathe. Being creative means that I have a tangible way of expressing who I am. Mm-hmm. And that's so important for everybody.
Yes.
And creativity doesn't necessarily just mean you're an artist or musician. Mm-hmm. It can be creative in any type of work, where you're just giving of yourself, creating something from nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
Requires you to just really focus, use your imagination, believe in yourself, and also use your resources. And that gets the brain buzzing, gets the soul buzzing, gets the heart buzzing, and it means you're paving the way for other people to do the same thing, because when you're being creative, you're saying, I've got something worthwhile to give, something that's real, that's authentic, that's me. And by doing that, you're shining the light to give other people permission to do the same thing.
Why is it that you're involved with Music on Flinders?
Well, it's quite a story. I actually had this idea 6 years ago, after I had a month in Europe, travelling around Paris, Italy, Spain, England, and there was so much art and music in public places. I was really inspired by that. And I thought, well, why don't I just try and find one little corner of Adelaide and on a regular basis bring some colour, some life, creativity, and for me, my vehicle is music.
Yeah.
So I approached Sandy Brice, the minister here, and she said, I love your idea, let's do it. And it was like, oh, okay. So it's basically a free gift to Adelaide, a free gig every Monday. We just started from nothing, created something from nothing. And I am just overwhelmed every year by the generosity of all these wonderful musicians who give of their time and their talent so generously.
I think you do a really great job of putting on great music every week. For someone who who has that idea and wants to start a community event or some kind of creative initiative that's going, they're hesitating or thinking maybe it's not a good idea, maybe people won't want to do it. Do you have any tips or advice for them getting started?
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. There's no matter what you do in life, and all sorts of things when you have an idea, there's always negative voices in your head saying, but this, but that, but this, and it's like, no, just go with it. You never know what's going to happen. Try and get a team of people, because if you're doing it alone, it's really hard. If you need advice, go and talk to people that you think might be able to help. And just my biggest piece of advice is that when you start, just take little steps. And I call it a slow burn.
Yeah.
Give it everything you've got, but don't expect amazing things immediately. But be in for the long haul, because things have a natural, organic way of developing if you're committed. And if you're there and you have your team committed, just keep at it. Things might be very small, you might hardly have any people get involved at first, but it will grow. It will grow, and stick at it. That's my biggest biggest advice I can give.
If you would like to come and check out Music on Flinders, please do. It's 12:30 to 1 o'clock Monday lunchtimes in the Adelaide CBD. You can find out who is playing on Facebook, so follow Music on Flinders on Facebook. And if you would like to hear Kathy's music, where can people find your music?
Oh, you can find me on Kathy Pike Music on Facebook.
I'd love to know if you've been to any great community events, or do you run one, or would you like to, but you haven't quite started yet. I hope that Kathy has inspired you to give it a go, to start that creative initiative, to do something with that wonderful idea that you have, because life is so much better with a splash of creativity.
Go back.